In the mid-1980s, Southlake was still largely rural, but growing quickly. City leaders understood that responsible growth required reliable water storage to support homes, businesses, and public safety. With guidance from local engineers and forward-thinking leaders, the city pursued an innovative approach to water storage that had not yet been implemented elsewhere in the United States. Hello, Southlake. This is Shawn McCaskill, the mayor of the city of Southlake. Today we're visiting with Landmark Structures, which is now headquartered here in Southlake, and we're joined by Chief Executive Officer David Ming. Welcome to Southlake City Spotlight.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm glad to be here.
Let's talk about one of the landmarks here in Southlake, the first water tower at the corner of Whitechapel and Dove. That's a landmark project. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what made that special and different from previous projects?
At the time when that tank was built, the state-of-the-art elevated water tanks were made of all steel legs and steel tank. Our tanks had a steel tank, but a concrete pedestal instead of steel legs, which made it very, very different. Because we use concrete for the pedestal instead of steel, the tank itself is less expensive than it would have been with steel. Also, the tank maintenance over the long term is much lower because concrete doesn't require the coating maintenance that steel does.
Now we're here today in the Southlake headquarters. We're glad you're back in Southlake. Tell us what it means to be back in Southlake from a historical perspective with the history of the first water tower that y'all put in.
Well, by moving back to Southlake, it's like coming home. Our first tank built in Southlake was the first elevated water tank we built in the United States. Since that time, we built 1,200 more. But that tank, it was the beginning.
Nearly 40 years later, this tower continues to do exactly what it was designed to do, serving Southlake every day. It stands as a reminder that thoughtful planning and long-term investment can have a lasting impact. As we celebrate Southlake's 70th birthday this year, it's always important to look back at where we came from, including our partners with Landmark and the great future plans they have headquartered here in Southlake. David, thank you for joining us this week on Southlake City Spotlight.
Thank you, Mayor McCaskill.
We'll see you next time.